Okay, we should be back. Things should be up and running. The episode should be named correctly.
That means I have to turn off Jacksepticeye watching perfectly cut screams. Oh well.
Neat. Okay, now, I saw some of the comments when we were about to do this. We are about to do this. Every now and then we like to throw a cog in the machine, and let us be honest here for a second.
We're kind of throwing one already with Shane and Nick on. So
no, we've done this before.
Oh,
right.
We've stepped off and talked about fucking Doctor Who costumes.
Yeah. Yep.
We've stepped off and talked about different things like this before, and
Like Power Ranger porno.
let us be honest about something really quick. We've talked about wrestling on this show, and not just talked about it. We reviewed it on this show because there are Sentai wrestlers.
Yep.
Let us also be honest about something else before we even look at this. Our show does one thing. We rate superhero costumes. It just so happens that our name became...
Sentai Review. Yep.
Oh, did I put Wessler? I hope I didn't.
Let me check.
all I saw was the Undertaker.
Yeah, that's all I
it is. It's just the Undertaker.
Okay. But look, here in America, in the States, this is as close as we get to a fucking weekly superhero fighting show.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about wrestling. But we have members on the show that do, and let us be honest here. Wrestling costumes are fucking ridiculous. So I've just figured this will be a fun sidestep to look at the most fucking ridiculous thing that we get weekly here. Fucking wrestling.
Oh, no. We had in wrestling, there's been more ridiculous one like Arakan Man and the Turtles that we had from WWF.
Yeah, that's true. There's been way crazier shit than what we're going to see.
Oh, I realize that, but that's wrestling.
Right.
So let's fucking look at this fucking living comic book character, the Undertaker, and rate his fucking thing. Rate his fucking looks over the years.
So it's time for Jobber Wrestling Corner to take over. Cesario Lovell.
Scott Action Jackson.
Reploid Bill, William Bush.
We have to have the three commentators now, because one guy's got to sit there and not know what the fuck's going on.
The fuck is going on?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, so here we got the basic debut Undertaker with his black gloves.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, just another take of the first one. And then this is where we get Paul Bearer introduced, and he's got gray gloves, so he kind of changed a little bit.
But nothing too much to really make a big difference.
I fucking remember this.
Yep.
When I was a kid, I remember this. I remember the look. I remember the hat.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the fucking sleazy-looking motherfucker.
Oh, yes!
Fucking Brian throws down dude Jushin Thunder Liger next.
Yeah. Oh, and
Talk
yes,
about
putting
fucking
people
Sentai and wrestling.
putting people in body bags after the matches.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He attempted it with Warrior until he actually got Warrior into an actual casket.
Yep.
Okay. You can't see.
I'm kind of surprised he was able to see.
Right.
Considering the gimmick he had before the Undertaker was like a buzz cut-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mean Mark Callis, so...
Okay, then there's a question, and it doesn't fucking matter one way or another, but you mentioned a look he had before he took on this Undertaker thing that ran for years, of course.
Yeah.
You say it was a buzz cut.
Well, it's kind of short hair buzz
Did he
cut,
actually grow his hair, or does that have to be a wig because of how soon his transition into this look would have been?
I don't know how long of a time difference it was from when he left
Because a
WCW.
buzz cut, that's a long time. Like, his hair is fucking long.
Right.
Like, his hair grew it out for a couple of years long.
Right. And, I mean, to be fair, at first it might have been a wig, because I know with
At least on the debut.
Right, because with Kane, when he had his mask on, it actually was a wig at
yeah,
times.
I remember that.
And then later on, I think it was really his hair.
It was legitimately his hair. It wasn't until later on that, especially now that he's basically like super short cutting it almost bald style, where when he comes out in the mask, it is a wig again.
By the way, I shouldn't know this, but no, he did not fight Sting. I know only because I saw an interview with him very recently where they were asking him.
It would have been a great.
He said it would have been great, but he himself refuses to do it.
They're both
if ever
past
it
their
came
prime.
up
They're
because
both
they
way past.
Well,
Yeah.
he said that it's a respect clause. It's the idea that there's so much built up in terms of hype for what that would have been, and he himself knows that he could never deliver on such a thing now, so he'd rather not do it and let it be left to legend.
Yeah, we've seen the multiple times where fucking D-Generation X and their fucking 40s and 50s have come back to try to take on the Brothers of Pain in fucking Kane and the Undertaker, and it's literally fucking watching old men stand around in a corner going, I haven't moved this much since fucking 1906. Are we done yet?
Plus,
shit.
Stinger's got a bad back too.
Yeah. Sting
Okay,
got fucked.
so,
I think he'd have to go to the picture of him opening. Yeah,
well, this is his wrestling aesthetic.
Right.
yeah.
This is his stage aesthetic. Which are you wanting to talk about, or should we talk about both? Because there is a difference when he's all done up as opposed to when he's wrestling. There is a difference. You want ring and stage?
Yeah. All in one or ring?
probably
first
on one for
okay.
this.
All in one.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I think the only time it actually changes is when it gets more like the attitude era.
But it does
Right,
change.
but
It
it does
changes
change,
right
yeah.
here. That trench coat along with that hat and that tie are different than
Okay.
this.
So then we'll do an entrance in ring.
Stage-wise,
Yeah.
I'm willing to give him a 3.8. I think it looks cheap, but I think that wrestling looks cheap, and I think that for what they were trying to pull out, I thought he stood out in a crowd, and for me, I remember the motherfucker, and that's a big deal because I don't give a shit about wrestling, and for me to remember him and even have watched him when
Right.
I was little means that something about it caught me.
Personally, I'm at a 3.5, and only because the tie and the gloves do fucking jack and shit for me.
Yeah.
Later on, after he comes back for the 32nd time, the hat and the trench coat fucking stayed. So, I mean, that becomes a mainstay to his look.
As far as entrance, I'm going 3.3.
Okay.
And then we divide that by the 3, so he's at a 3.53 repeating.
So now you're looking at his wrestling aesthetic when his fucking shirt sleeves torn and his fucking okay.
Yep, that was the
look.
90s for you. So, yeah.
Okay, gray gloves. Fucking really.
Right.
Fake boots. He went to the Halloween store.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is some cheap looking shit, guys.
Right.
Like, it's so fucking cheap.
Yeah, because
It's
he's in order to hide his kick pads, he basically ended up putting on almost like a fucking soccer player's shin guard. Tried to say that 3 times fucking fast.
It's very much like the fake boots they give you with your fucking Link Halloween costume.
Right. So yeah. So I mean, in terms of that for me is like a 3.3. It doesn't get better till later.
3 is I'm being very nice. 3 because I think this guy looks fucking dumb. The fake boots are killing me, guys. They're so fucking fake. You are a multi-billion-dollar wrestling franchise. Even then, you gave him fake fucking cloth boots.
Right.
3.5 for the in-ring attire.
So we're at a 3.266666667. So yeah.
Okay, let's go to 1994.
The
Yeah,
purple
with the
glove.
purple.
Okay.
Undertaker versus Undertaker when the purple debuted.
Yep.
Which more or less that's what it mostly was just purple.
Okay, I have questions and I don't. So storyline wise, did he kill the gray one? and then a new one took over?
Storyline-wise, the Gray One died. The $1 Million Man brought back a gray Undertaker. Paul Bearer brought in the Undertaker, and then the Undertaker captured the fake one.
Yeah. In which case, I can't remember. Wasn't the fake gray one? Wasn't that?
Harris?
Wasn't that? Because for some reason I keep wanting to say that it was actually fucking Glenn because he did that before he did the fake Diesel.
No. It was one of the biker guys during the Attitude Era.
Okay, fair enough then. Yeah. I know. You're sitting there like fucking what? But yeah, don't worry about it.
I know. Fucking
basically to put it simply, I thought it was because Kane did a bunch of like random bullshit before he became Kane. Like he was the fake Diesel for a while there.
Look,
but I couldn't remember if they had him do that as well.
Here's the thing. I'm on the outside here.
Right.
Okay?
We got to try to explain stuff to him.
No, I'm on the that's not my thing. I'm on the outside here, okay? I hear the complaints.
Mm-hmm.
I may not have been on your show, but I've listened to every one of your fucking episodes, and I hear the complaints about the writing team.
Yeah.
It was dumb back then. This is dumb, guys.
Oh, yes, it's
always
been
so
stupid.
fucking dumb.
Yeah, the writing team can be dumb as shit.
Now, don't get me wrong.
There's Glenn Jacobs, who would
Did this mask become a thing?
He actually injured his face.
Yeah, he
he
shattered his face real bad, like broke somewhere into his nose. I can't remember if it was under his eye or if it was like above his eye, his skull cracked. So instead of putting him in one of those like retarded looking fucking
they're saying he
plastic
blew an
masks. Yeah. So yeah, they turned it into like a Phantom of the Opera type thing.
Yeah, kind of like a skullish type of mask to help cover it.
So that way then he can keep doing what he needed to do.
Yeah.
Which is make fucking money to get to the next gig.
All right, so let's
all it did was change color.
Yeah, all it did was change color, but does the color make it better? I honestly think it does make it better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the purple works better than that gray did. That's about all I have. Oh, and his fake cloth boots are they're still fake as shit, but they're less fake.
Yeah, they at least blend in better, so it's harder
and
to
they got some little button things on them now, so
right.
Yes, they blend better than they did. I think that is a big deal. I would be willing to take him up to a 3.6 on that.
Okay, so
because the color does make a difference, and those boots were really fucking hurting me.
Okay, so let me see here.
Gray cloth boots were awful. So bad. And I actually don't hate the mask thing. Especially, look, there's a real reason they did it, but it worked with what they were doing for his aesthetic anyway.
Yeah, to have it look skull-like
helped
with it.
I think it worked.
Yeah, so after redoing the math for Bill, increasing it, because like I said, I like it, but it doesn't really change the score for me.
Okay.
He's a 3.3 repeating.
All right, so let's talk about 1996. Emo Lord of Darkness is what this is written. Oh my fucking God.
Again, sometimes the gimmicks get dumb.
I am a bat.
Oh my God.
On this entrance.
I just can't. The amount of complaints I hear about the writing and the gimmicks, and people are like, it's so fucking dumb now. Guys, fucking look at this.
Right.
Look at that.
Oh, yes. No, trust me, I know. But back, what was it? It was Attitude Era was when it was better, and the only reason being is because they let the wrestlers actually assist in writing what's going on. Now they literally just pull in a Hollywood team and say, fucking write me a goddamn story that, you would put on like an HBO show. But make sure it's for kids, because fucking kids is dumb.
Well, Buff Ozzy here.
Right.
On the left, he looks better.
Yeah.
Than what I'm seeing on the right.
I think
but I think that was promo shit.
Yeah, I think the left, the jacket stuff on the left does continue into the Attitude Era more, but
a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know. Trust me, I know. Fucking over here giving me looks and then laughing. It's like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for the Brothers of Destruction thing. Yeah.
Ugh, my gosh.
That's
Okay.
it. Rate him.
I want to rate the horrible shit at the beginning because
Yeah.
that's why I want to rate this era of Undertaker.
Fair enough. What are you giving him?
Entrance, 1.
Fair enough. 2, because if you're a fan, you get it.
Yeah, I'll 2. I can. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so entrance is a 1.666666667. And then in ring,
Which is
that one will probably be the better version.
2.5.
Buff Ozzy can have a 2.5.
I'm at a 3 myself, so then we divide the 2.6666667.
Okay, we're going to 1998, and I'm crossing my fucking fingers that shit never happens again.
Ministry of Darkness.
Oh, yeah. All the ministry stuff.
Okay. Okay, so he's Buff Kiss without makeup now.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because most of that is fucking entrance gear. It's
Yeah.
usually, yeah.
Yeah, that right there is kind of more of his wrestling attire.
All right then. So black boots, black tights, black tank top is pretty with that symbol is pretty much what he was for wrestling.
Yep.
And then this was his gimmicky entrance stuff. This here,
Aside from his
Yep.
robe thing, yes.
Yep.
aside from this robe.
Yeah. Because when
With
when
fucking
when
viscera
he
and
wasn't
balls.
wrestling and just doing promo stuff, he was wearing the robe stuff.
Okay.
But wrestling wise, yes, it was mostly that.
All right. Okay.
So entrance, I'm at like a 2.7. It's much better than a lot of the other shit, including the robe. The robe actually made it look a little bit better.
Okay.
And it also added to a whole bunch of other shit, like, it's me, Austin! Because people could hide in that shit.
I mean, I think this was the era that his body was starting to fail,
Yeah.
which is why the robe was a bit handy.
Yep.
So this entrance attire, I'm probably gonna give 2.7.
Okay. Yeah.
what-
2.6, I guess.
Okay, which gives us an 8 divided by 3. 2.6666667. And then entrance gear, fucking shit. I used to go out in the old days of yarding wearing pretty much the same thing. It was a fucking black tank top with fucking black pants and some boots and some fucking gloves. So, I mean, yeah, it's basic as shit. It's a fucking 3.
I'm giving it a 2.
3 is fine. He's just a wrestler guy with a black shirt.
So, once again, we're at the same thing. 2.6666667.
Okay.
Okay. And I think this one should be the start of the American Badass.
Yep, American Badass.
Okay.
Slash big
2001.
evil red.
Yep.
I remember this shit too.
Yep.
So, how do they explain that he's all of a sudden just some biker dude? Doesn't that kind of do away with everything they built for the last fucking like 20 years or some shit?
I think the excuse they said is that they need to change with the times.
Yeah, it was one of those times things like, fucking, it's not playing anymore.
He needs to
So-
keep that fucking do-rag on, or whatever,
Right.
bandana, whatever the fuck it is. He needs to keep it on his head.
In which case, normally he does for the most part. Back when he still had the long hair, after a while he finally started cutting it again.
Oh my god.
Yep, I know. Trust me, I know.
It just, with the gimmick they built for that fucking long, and their whole storyline shit, like, one day he just came out as a biker guy. Like, he went from some dead fucking guy to some dead reincarnated guy to some fucking
Ministry of
Prince
Darkness.
Prince
yeah.
of Darkness, evil wizard, fucking cultist to
Biker.
dude. I love Harleys.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Yeah. Like I remember there was.
And they didn't even explain it. He just came out one day as I like Harleys.
No, there was a story for it. I want to say it was like
somebody posted that he gave up his powers when he married his wife at the time. I don't know if that's true. Or...
It was something along those lines. They're right. It was he gave up his immortal darkness powers to fucking become mortal for fucking some woman, which was his wife. Then wife.
Okay.
Now ex-wife. I think second.
It just blows my mind. It does, guys. It blows my mind. I can't tell you how often I hear it, and not just from you guys. I hear it at work too, from guys that like wrestling that are like, "I won't even fucking watch it today because the storylines are fucking stupid." And I'm like, "Fucking really? Like, come on! It's just as dumb as it always was."
Oh no, trust me. The big storyline that I fucking remember because I left. What was it? I made it to like 4 or 5 years old watching wrestling, and then realized there was a bunch of dog shit and stopped watching. And then I finally came back one night because I was flipping through channels during the Monday Night Wars, and ran across the fucking Dudleys. It was the Dudleys against somebody, and they ended up throwing somebody in a dumpster, tied it off, and like shoved it off the fucking entrance ramp. And I was like, okay, nope, this is cool. I'm gonna start watching this shit again.
Yeah, but the New Age Outlaws did that with Terry Funk and Cactus Jack prior to that. So
Right. No, I know. But like I said, that was the episode that I got to see. So I was like,
Okay.
okay, nope, I'm coming back.
So the chat is telling me that later he will be buried alive by Kane, and that would get his powers back because I guess he dies, quote unquote.
another death.
Kind of
Quote.
yes and kind of no. It has part to do with that and part to do with, if memory serves, wasn't that around the time that they were trying to do a thing where Kane was gonna fucking
He
kill
became more
Paul
of a
Bearer
monster.
or something?
I don't.
Because I remember
There's numerous times that they killed off Paul
Well,
Bearer.
true, but it was the one where they put him in the box and poured concrete on him.
That's a little bit after his return of the Undertaker.
Oh,
Okay.
fair enough.
Rate
anyway.
Either but.
Rate this fucking guy that you met down at the fucking bar.
the
Entrance.
He walked in the bar like that. He looks like a dude. 3.
3.
Yeah.
He's just a dude.
Cool. I don't even have to math that. We're in agreement. He's
You
a 3.
can go down. You can go down to the fucking bar right now, right down the street in the industrial park, and that dude is probably sitting somewhere in the bar.
See, I'm glad you specified because I was gonna ask: is it the bar down by Hardee's or the
No.
bar down across from the fucking steel
Well,
mill?
you could go
or
to
the
that
bar
one.
Fucking...
No, you could go to that one because they have a fucking bikers week down there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So is it the one by Hardee's? Is it the one down by the industrial park? Is it the one that's across from the fucking steel mill? Is it the one that's fucking over here where it's 6 bars in one and they all commune together? Because we live in a drinking town.
He's a dude. That's fine. I get it. He's 3. I don't even hate it necessarily. It's just he's a dude. You could go to Goodwill right now and make that costume.
Right, exactly. And no, to be fair, in terms of this, I'm at a 3.5. Only because when he does keep the bandana on, it does make him look a little bit better.
Right.
And the fact of, this is around the time that he started with, like, the fingerless gloves that ended up becoming more of a mainstay for MMA type of shit because they did have the padding and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all gear that, yes, you could literally, like I said, I used to backyard wrestle in something similar to this type of shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, anybody could go out and get it.
Yeah.
But for him, it works. It makes the biker theme better.
3.7 for the in-ring attire, because most of this in-ring attire does carry on when he comes back after the betrayal, but it does change little bits along the way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So in-ring is a 3.4.
All right.
So he's slowly but steadily getting better.
We're going to look at 2004 to 2019. Holy fuck, by the way.
Yep.
Because once he came back, that was pretty much that. They realized they'd fucked up. And like I said, I was long done with watching it. But I do remember that he came back, And I do remember, I think I even remember seeing the match where he got, quote, buried.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember why I would have seen that.
It was him versus Vince McMahon in the Buried Alive match. Kane showed up, turned on Taker, buried him alive.
Yep.
When was this?
It was a Survivor Series?
It was 2004, 2003?
Yeah. It would have been the 03 Survivor Series.
Did I watch it with you guys?
That was before me, so.
And it's a possibility Craig might have been watching
I wonder-
it because
I
we
wonder
weren't
if we were
doing
going
the
to his
pay-per-views
house.
at that time. Because when we were watching the pay-per-views, we go to Britt's grandma's house because
I remember going to Britt's. I used to go get sodas and whatnot with him.
Yeah, so I mean,
I wonder if I seen it there.
it's a
Because this is
possibility.
not something I go out of my way to watch. I had to have been hanging out with you guys.
Right. So it might have been something where one night we were just hanging out and Monday Night Raw came on and it showed the highlights.
No, I saw that match. I'm telling you,
like
I
the whole
remember
thing?
it. I
Yeah.
remember that match.
Then yeah, I'm not too sure. Then again, high school was kind of a fucking blur, so yeah.
Oh, well.
But yeah,
I
here
remember this look a lot, too.
Yeah, his
Right.
actual Western hat this time around. And yeah, it is a little more like the normal previous one, but a little bit.
Okay, they
Different.
take the badass off the pants.
Right.
That does make a difference. The rest of it is pretty much standard, but it's standard easy. Okay, storylines are dumb.
Yes.
Oh
yes,
yeah,
But-
they can. Be done.
But if this is supposed to be the same American badass dumb fucking look,
Yep.
but he's resurrected, the look would be the same but slightly different.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they've done, and it does work really well. Just the simple change of the pants, the adding of the coat, and the comeback of his hat, that immediately changes everything to be more viable, and they still can play to their storyline that they've been building. And in the ring, he doesn't have to wear something encumbersome and stupid. He can just wear something that people wear and do his job.
Yep.
And at some point, yes, he does grow his hair back
Yeah.
and
Right.
shaves it again, and then has a wig, and then it grows back.
It's kind of like me and the beard. There's times I'll let the beard go, and then after a while it gets obnoxious. I'm like, nope, get rid of all of it but the chin, because I'm not allowed to be a motherfucking babyface.
Hi.
Bray Wyatt, don't worry about it.
No, I
He's,
know how old he's getting by this point.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the dude doing the.
He
the
should
crab.
keep that long hair.
Yeah.
It allows him to hide his age, and storyline wise, this is a character that once he starts looking older, it looks awkward.
Yep.
Fucking calm down, sir.
Oh yeah, the shame.
Holy fuck. Oh, good God.
Calm down. Calm.
Yeah.
You're a dead man. Calm down.
Control yourself.
Oh no, if he got the one photo, which thank God you didn't get the one of him
Okay.
and fucking Brock.
So I'm seeing three looks. I'm seeing this thing.
Yep.
That was a
I'm
one-time
seeing
thing, I
this
think.
thing, and I'm seeing this thing.
Yep. The one in the robes, Scotty's right, is a one-time thing.
Okay.
Because I believe that to be
That
in
Raw
the
anniversary thing
Yeah,
that they did.
it was. It was the Raw anniversary. Was that at the Aragon Ballroom or was that at
The Hammerstein Ballroom or whatever?
Yeah, I think
that
it might
they
have been
that they did the original Raws in.
Yeah, I think it might have been the Hammerstein. So yeah.
Okay.
So that was like a throwback.
So we don't worry about that?
No, that's
Not really.
like a one-time
So
deal.
we have two looks. We'll worry about this.
entrance and in-ring.
Yep. Okay.
So entrance 4.
Okay.
I want to say 4.7.
I'm going to tell you that's a 5. That's in terms of what I have seen, in terms of all the marketing, in terms of everything this guy built his career off of. This is the most iconic look he has ever sported to this day. In fact, he ran this fucking look from 2004 to like today.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't get any. This is what the Undertaker is. No matter how far back, no matter how far up, if this dude walks down the street, you know exactly who the fuck this dude is.
And even
Yep.
when he does slight changes, like against Shawn Michaels
Right.
and Triple H, he still ends up going back to something like this.
Right,
exactly. This is his icon look.
Yeah, the only reason why I had to drop him down to a 4 is because sometimes he shaves the head and other times he doesn't.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the fucking day. So I'm just going to make it 4 to make it even. So
Okay.
entrance is a 4.566666667.
All right.
We got a lot of 6s for the Undertaker here.
Yep.
Now this encompasses different areas because this has this with the leather pants
Yep.
and the short hair. This has the one with the fire fucking skull and whatnot, and then he has the one where he literally wears jeans
Yep.
or slacks. I think those are the leather pants. Those are the leather slacks.
Yep.
They might not actually be leather. They
Might
could
be
be
pleather,
they could
leather,
be,
whatever.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you get the
Whatever he
idea.
feels like wearing at the time.
And generally speaking, normally it does end up being more of a pleather because pleather will at least move a little bit
So
better
there's
than leather does.
two looks. There's the pants and the tights.
Yep.
Otherwise, pants, tights, and whether long hair or short hair, those are the differences here.
And in terms of
Okay,
that,
pants.
yeah.
4.7.
4.7 on pants.
Because this is like his return, his normal attire in ring.
Okay.
Oh wait, are we rating each part of the outfit, or
We're talking about because these are two separate looks. Those pants are different
The pants
Okay.
are different than the tights that he wears at times. So
okay? No,
in terms
fair
of
enough.
what we have.
So yeah, so in terms of that, 4.5 then.
Yeah. Okay. 4 point. Yeah, it's fine. It's basic enough, but it fits the aesthetic. And like I said, if he just puts the coat on or the hat at any point in time, like he's undeniable. That is his icon look. He just
Right.
fucking puts his coat on. There he is. Fucking
Okay.
that's him.
So you're agreeing to the 4.5?
Yeah, I
Okay.
will.
All right, and then we divide by the 3. So for pants,
So are pants better or tights better?
so that's a 4.56667 on that one. And then in terms of the tights, I'm still at the 4.5.
You don't think it makes a difference?
No, to me it doesn't make a difference. The only thing that makes a difference is whether he actually has his hair grown out or whether he chopped it short.
We're going to talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Pants or tights? What gets the edge?
I'm definitely saying the pants.
You like the pants
But
more.
I'm giving the tights a 3.4.
I won't go down that far. I think it's a 4. I think the pants are better, but I imagine the tights are easier to fight in, and they really don't look bad.
3.966666667.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm just trying to read it.
now
Yeah. Okay.
hair.
Short
We're gonna make mention of it.
Yeah. Long hair for me automatically gets him the 5.
I'm definitely choosing the long hair over the short hair.
Same
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So
the
we're
short
in
hair,
agreement. He
yeah.
shouldn't be cutting that hair.
Yeah, he looks like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, now. Where he just basically is sitting around, like, smoking a cigar and drinking a brandy at home with his fucking pot belly, being like, I used to be the world's greatest bodybuilder. Now I sit at home and fuck my maids.
I mean, he bought a tank. His life goals have been achieved.
Right.
He has a literal tank that
Yeah.
he can drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should not be cutting his hair.
Next folder.
Although understandable, because with him cutting the hair, it makes it easier to get the gray out. But
Right. Okay.
This is this past WrestleMania, which is supposed to be his last.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
Quote,
I
unquote.
seen the interview saying that he was done with it. He wasn't doing any more. He said he would like to if it's in the
In case
cards.
of emergency break.
No, he said if it's in the cards, he would like to come back. Never in show. He's done with that part of his life. He says he's done with it, but he would like to be able to come back and work in the backgrounds of the show.
Yeah, he can do that. He can help a lot backstage.
He would like to do that.
A lot of guys have done that. Like Finley literally used to be one of the backstage guys that like was a gopher for pretty much
Road Dogg is.
everything. Oh yeah, Road Dogg does it a lot too. Like, there's a lot of the guys that sit back behind the fucking curtain. I mean, for God's sake, Sergeant Slaughter still sits behind the fucking curtain.
So this was his last appearance, and he did it as the fucking badass guy, not the Undertaker.
Kind of the biker Mark Calloway self.
He's the American badass again.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He's the same fucking guys that I hung out with at Bike Week.
Yep.
He's just a dude now. Look, some people in wrestling could be just a dude. You have them. They're just dudes in wrestling. I've never seen John Cena, but I'm sure that if I could see him, if he wasn't fucking waving his hand around, he looks just like a dude.
Right. Oh, you mean when he's acting and he's not trying to blend in? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like how The Rock looks like a dude or Stone Cold looks like a dude. Yeah.
And I understand that the actual man himself likes motorcycle culture, biker culture. He's the Undertaker. His character is the Undertaker. And I guess you could make the argument, character-wise, I like storylines. I'm okay. It was a biker dude that was killed and brought back. Bikes are still part of the equation.
Right.
Bikes!
I was going to say, it's like...
I was waiting for it.
we were waiting for bikes.
But this, to me, you went out on the biker note. I'm sorry, I'm disappointed. He went out on the biker note.
I'm not.
At the very least, could he have worn something to the... I don't know. Everybody's going to think differently about this, but his icon that he has built, the thing that he will be known for from this point till his death, and when he dies and you do an episode to talk about him, you will talk about the Undertaker. You will not. I promise you this. I'll make you the promise now, and I'll remember this episode to dig it up later when you're talking about the Undertaker. His icon is the Undertaker, not this biker dude. Doesn't matter. It really is. It doesn't matter. It's just a weird thing for him to go out on the American Badass.
But that's if this is his last in the ring.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I know, but still, I wouldn't be surprised if he does one more.
You think they'll talk him into getting back in there?
I mean, to be fair,
could bring one more.
Putting his health on the line when he has a beautiful woman and he's ready to fucking settle. I mean, I've seen the pictures. I've seen the articles.
Do one more. I think he could do one more.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised if he'll risk his health
I'm with
for
Scott.
something.
He would probably do one more, but it would be like not so much how Ric Flair got back in the ring and fucked himself up even worse than he already was. It's going to be like he'll come back for one more match for one thing. And really the only thing that I could see that being is you now have Finn Balor and you have oh damn it, I blanked on the fucking name. Fucking damn it.
Which one?
Beardy McRetard who does the crab. Bray Wyatt. There we go.
Oh, okay.
So you have Bray Wyatt who's doing like a fucking demon thing, and you have Finn Balor who is the Demon King. I could see them coming to blows and trying to do something, and then Taker come out of retirement.
Actually, no.
As like a torch passing type of thing. Not yet. No.
No. I could
the
see
road.
one other person showing up though. Before Undertaker. Kane.
Well, yeah, Kane would show up and do that first and possibly give that one to Wyatt, and then Taker would show up and then give it to fucking...
Whichever the two newer ones.
Right, and then give it over to Balor, and then they could fucking duke it out and do their own shit. But like I said, that's the only thing that I can see, but again, I haven't watched in... When was the last episode of Jobber?
I don't know.
Like a year and a half ago?
I could see it. I'm just going to tell you that after reading because I've been reading his interviews since he announced retirement, and the thing that gets me about him, the things that he talks about, the way he feels, and the very fact that he's turning down money matches, by the way, because I'm seeing that comment, and I agree wholeheartedly with you. I understand business, money is money. And money can get a motherfucker to come back and do dumb things. Look at Ric Flair. You guys may see him as this legend wrestler because that's what he is to the community. When I was growing up, Ric Flair was that stupid fucking old guy that people beat up on. He was a fucking joke. He was a joke. He was sad. He had no fucking legacy whatsoever. But see, I'm on the outside. You guys are on the inside. To me,
He's still getting beat up on.
to me, he's this stupid fucking old guy way past his prime that should have given up years ago that's nothing but a wrestler's pun joke now.
Yep.
And he never should have taken that money when there were other ways he could have got that money rather than throw away his career or his status. Not his career. He still has a career. But look, this guy has turned down money-making matches because of the integrity that he doesn't want to look like Ric Flair.
Yep.
He's not going to fight Sting because it's not right. He can't do justice to what that is.
Not to mention the fact that his body's all fuckered up.
So
he's like, Screw that.
I don't see this guy coming back to fucking rock out the stunner. And you know who I'm referencing. I'm not referencing him right now, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Every now and then he comes back to fucking stunner once so he can limp back home and fucking deal with that shit for like. But I don't know if he wants to blow his fucking knees out again.
Well, I think
for one fucking day.
Well, with this being a cinematic match, it wasn't as much draining on him.
Yeah.
Right.
That shit wasn't as draining because they could literally, like...
This was. I'm talking about, look, in 4 years, do you think he's going to come back in Tombstone and give up the possibility of his knees for the rest of his retirement?
Tombstone, no. Chokeslam, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess, but the iconicness is not there, and he just got done turning down things on the idea that he wouldn't destroy the integrity of his legacy. And his legacy is that. It's not that. I mean, yeah, the chokeslam is fine, but it's not. It's weak sausage.
No, the chokeslam is legacy, but only because of fucking Hogan not knowing how the fuck to do it. That's how the chokeslam got famous, is he had to fucking chokeslam Hogan twice because he couldn't figure out, oh, wait, I have to jump with this.
Okay. I mean, look, that's exactly what I'm bringing up is I've read the articles. Austin doesn't get fucking medical clearance, so he comes in, he does that, he limps home, and he fucking regrets it for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see this guy doing that. Who knows? Maybe, but right now...
Austin's other problem is that he wants to get back in the ring, but because they don't give him the medical clearance from when he broke his fucking neck from a pile driver, he gets a little irritated by it. Like, there's even behind the scenes for some of the movies that he's been in where the directors are like, there are times we have to turn to him and go, Steve, you can't do this. He's like, hell, I want to do it. Give me a beer. Let's do it. Steve... No, let your stunt man do it.
Because if he fucks himself up, it's the rest of his fucking life.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's not nearly as young as he used to be. Mm-hmm. It's like fucking... It's like Steven Seagal. That dude needs to fucking calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, because, like...
I
one
get
day,
it, you're a cop, but your shitty movies don't show that you're an actual martial artist.
One day somebody's gonna beat your ass for real and fucking show everybody how fucking fake you are.
Yep.
You mean like some of that fake fighting you keep showing off?
Yeah.
He's exactly where that guy fucking belongs.
Okay,
exactly.
so...
Rate this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I put my phone away. Hold the fuck on. I thought we were basically done because we were just like, yeah, to give him the same as the badass.
I think this guy goes out on a 2. I think fans are willing to defend this. I think people on the outside that are looking at it from a very different perspective, like me,
right?
This is not the way to make your last appearance.
I think the way that his clothes are like worn and torn shows the age of the character. So in which case, I'm giving this a 4.
Maybe it's my lifestyle. I've hung out with these guys. Biker gear is worn and torn.
Right. And I'm at a 3.5 myself, so that gives him a 3.16666666667.
So now we got a bunch of co-op or a few co-op pictures.
Is that what these are?
Yeah. These are the comparison from over the years.
All right, nice. Oh my God.
Yep.
Your perm is awful.
Not wrong.
It's so bad. it's fucking so bad.
Yep. I know.
The rest of him is fine. But that picture on the left there, oh my God, that
Definitely of the times.
does you no favors.
Right.
All right, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a neat background. It's fine. It's his entire legacy thing.
Yep.
Yep.
In fact, was that the picture that I commented on Facebook when I said maybe?
I think so. I know I posted this
Mhm.
on. Sheesh, where did I throw this? I think it was on mine. I think I had it as a background on Facebook. So
Yeah.
Because I remember this picture came up, and that's when I was like, I'd mentioned, I was like, maybe we should talk about wrestler costumes at some point, because they are fucking ridiculous and they fit the idea. We talk about costumes and superhero shit here,
Right.
and
Because they're done a very specific way for the budget that they have to, appeal to children and hey, wrestling.
right. That's neat.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a neat poster on somebody's wall, to be fair. Like if you had like a little gaming room, or like if you had like a fucking hangout, quote, man cave where you watched your wrestling, that would be pretty cool on the wall.
Fucking man cave bullshit. It's so fucking stupid.
I know. Okay. Yeah. The takeover, the Jabba Wrestling Corner takeover is complete.
Oh my God! Sorry, we had to. Gotta get Joey in there somewhere.
All right, we're gonna
Shane's
kick.
not here, so bye.